Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 14 Road to the Show with Theo Bonds here on ESGNet, and this is episode 7, and we're getting ready to play the Bowie, or Bowie, however you want to say it, BaySox, and there you see the lineups for those two teams, and of course Theo there batting in the third hole there, just trying to settle into playing Major League Baseball, or I should say Minor League Baseball. We're going to go ahead and get into some action here. But before we do that, we got a top spotlight video from the guys upstairs talking about Theo's performance in the last game, which we played against the Trenton Thunder. And we actually swept that series and actually been playing pretty well. So let's go up here and chat with the guys, or have them chat with us about a player spotlight video of Theo Bonds and his miraculous 2 for 5 game they had just in the last episode with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs, winning 16-8. So right now, let's take a look at a player spotlight of Theo Bonds.
Welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we move closer to the start of Eastern League action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Theo Bonds is in that spotlight as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game. And although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show.
So as you see there, the crew talking about his great performance he had in the last game, in the last episode, where he hit 2 home runs and had 4 RBIs for the game. So we'll go ahead and get ready for the Bowie BaySox here. I don't know if it's Bowie or Bowie, but I think I'm going to go with Bowie. We play against the BaySox here, and as you see, there's the numbers: 325 for his average, 6 home runs, and 11 RBIs so far this season. So 0-2 is the count here, and there you see a pitch, and this one is a whiff, a 4-seam fastball right there, high inside. Definitely his wheelhouse where he likes to be pitched at, but unfortunately unable to pick that one up that time at his first at bat. So we'll see the replay here, and you'll see that Theo, just cannot pick that ball up and do anything with it. So you see nobody out and 2 on, and there you see this one gets popped up straight to left center there. That one is deep, and that one is long gone. Home run. That is home run number 7 for Theo in this ball game with a 2-run shot there, and definitely making his day there. As you see, he's around the bases there, and the fans are definitely enjoying that. Of course, the fans in Detroit will definitely enjoy that there in left field if he keeps hitting home runs like that, especially coming off the scoreboard and whatnot. So we'll see in the replay here. He gets all that pitch, and he just takes it, and of course puts a charge behind it, and that ball is long gone, and just basically just a souvenir for a fan out there. So there you see 1 for 2 for the day for that shot there. And we'll go ahead and get to the bottom of the third. Next inning, there you see he goes. This one's going deep again. We've got a runner at first, and this one is gone, long gone. Home run, Theo Bonds, a back-to-back shot there, and back-to-back innings there. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they actually batted around that time, and Theo came up to bat in the next inning. So there you see again, 2-run shot right there for him, and that time putting more. So that's 5 RBIs now in this game. First shot was a 3-run shot, and this one is a 2-run shot. And I don't know, they may have to think about pitching around here. So full count, nobody out, nobody on board. The score is 10-7, and there you see this one goes to so you can put that in your scorecard, 6-3, and that's a routine play right there. So there you see their numbers for Chris Cornell, and of course they've been hitting all over him in this ball game. So Chris is going to definitely have to figure out something for his next at bat when he faces Bonds once again. So we go ahead and we get to the bottom of the 8th here. 10-8 is the score. 1 out, runner on first, and then you see this one gets a nice blooper right there for Bonds, who gets a single this time and moves the runner and advances that runner 90 more feet there. So now we have a runner at second here, and definitely in scoring position. So there you see the guys have their heads down, thinking, man, what can we do to get this kid out? So as you see here, we end the game 8-10. We win, and there you see Bonds 3 for 5 for the day, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. And they named him player of the game there. And talking to Theo after the game, he said he was very, very humbled and surprised about this. But hey, you can't be really surprised. I mean, 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Hey, you got to pretty much expect being the player of the game. So there you see the highlights of the game, and there you see his game stats for this game. And it's a game 1 of a 3-game series against the BaySox here. So as you see there, the crowd leaving, the grounds crew coming out and fixing up the field. We'll get ready for game 2, which is another day game. But before we get to that, we have, surprisingly enough, another player spotlight coming up here in just a few. As you see here, his performance from that last game, back-to-back home runs there in the 2nd and 3rd innings. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to the booth with Matt Verschursion and them talking about Theo Bonds and his performance from the last game. So let's go upstairs and see what Matt Verschursion and crew have to say about Theo Bonds and his success so far in this early AA season.
All right, welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we count you down to Eastern League Baseball with this afternoon's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Theo Bonds will be our focus as he enters this one having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next.
So there you see the Bowman spotlight, and there you see his numbers there: 8 home runs, 16 RBIs for the season. Now he had a day off in game 2, so now we're in game 3. We lost the game 15-7 in game 2. Now we go ahead and get to game 3, and then you see a 0-2 count. This one 1 out, with runner on first, and this one's going deep. This one's going back. Seriously, is this a repeat of the last game? Home run, Theo Bonds. That makes his now his 7th home run, or excuse me, his 9th home run of the season so far. And there you see it trotting around. It's kind of a wet day there. Trying to get the game in before the storm gets any worse, but there you see, I think the storm's already got here with Theo Bonds hitting that, no doubt, home run right there, solid contact, and a 2-run shot for the Seawolves. So you see the replay here. Again, he just seen that pitch, and he's like, yep, I got it. I'm just going to take it to the house. And there you see, that one goes long, long gone, and definitely nowhere to be found for a fan there. So you see 1-for-1, 2-run shot there in the first inning. So now we go ahead and we're going to flash forward to the 3rd here. One out, nobody on board, and then we're up by 2. And there you see a nice dribble right there to the shortstop, and shortstop is able to make that play right there. And the first baseman gets that one, so an easy out there. So good at bat, solid contact. That's what we want to see, but of course we want to get on base safely. So there you see on that at bat. So now it's third at bat here. We're trailing by one out. There you see Bonds gets that one. This one gets lofted up high, and the shallow right fielder there gets to it and gets that easy out there. So there you see the line score there. We're like I said, we're down by 1 run here as we are playing the bottom of the 5th here, and we'll see him in his next at bat. So it's 1 for 3 for the day. 2-run shot back in the 1st, and there you see taking some last minute cut swings before he gets into the box, and we'll see what he can do. So nobody on board, no outs, bottom of the 8th. We're down by 4, and there you see this one's going sky high. This one's back, this one's deep, and this one is gone. They say home run. I thought the right fielder there going to jump up and grab it, but just I guess it was deep enough where the right fielder couldn't get to it. So home run, Theo Bonds. That is his 10th of the year right there as he trots along passing third base and getting some love there from the third base coach. So there you see driving himself in there, tying up the ball game here in the latter part of the game. So we'll see the replay here, and this one is 350 feet as they measure there. And yeah, this one I've even lost it here. Oh, there it is. There's the ball, and there you see it's long gone, and all the right fielder can do is just look. So as we see the highlights from the 8th inning here, we're going to see possibly Bond's last at bat here in this ball game. And as you see, this one went sky high to right. So, you know, he can pull the ball, and he can also go the opposite direction. So 2-2 pitch here, nobody on board, nobody out. We're down by 1. There you see a nice hit. This one's going deep. This one's going back, but is it deep enough to go out? No, the right fielder this time gets the ball there at the warning track for that out right there. And we're going to have at least one more chance to see if we can tie this ball game up and win it. But there you see the final score, 9-8. We lose this one. Tough loss here. We're trying to come back in the bottom of the 9th there, but just couldn't do it. But Bonds there, as you see, for the game, 2 for 5, 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. And there you see his performance there on that line right there. So as you see here, we're going to go into some interactions. We see we got a message from the general manager saying that if we have any concerns about our playing time or role or anything, just come and visit him in the interaction screen. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. And the only thing we can do right now is to say, you know, well, let's change position. And you know what, I've been thinking about changing position. Let's say third base. So as you see there, they say, hey, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's switch it to third base. So now Theo Bonds is going to be the third baseman, possibly if we can ever get him to the majors for the Detroit Tigers. So as you see here, we're moving from first to third, and we'll see here, we're going to get ready to play Trenton, but we're going to go ahead and advance the series here some, and we're going to go ahead and I believe we're going to advance the series. I believe we're going to advance it. We're going to skip about 17 games here, if I'm not mistaken here. Anytime now, we're going to start the sim here. Okay, there we go. We're going to see what's next month look like. So let's see, right there. Let's play, I believe they are the Rubber Ducks. No, not BaySox. We already played them. I'm going to try to find teams that we haven't played against yet. So I'm just kind of right now, I think I was kind of counting, seeing how many games I was going to sim and where I was going to sim at. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and sim here, and then you see another win. So we got 2 wins now. 3, okay, so far we got a streak going. And okay, we're going to be on the road. Okay, 4. And now as I think about it, we just now won now. Possibly. Okay. Okay, we're going to skip that. I got a field trading, but you know, we'll get to that eventually. I'll show a video about that here. But so far we've actually won 2 series now, 3 series now. And let's see, Altoona, we've had trouble with them. We lost the series against them. I believe we win that one. So yeah. So now we're kind of going. Now you see 18-11, and let's see what else. We got another win, so that's doing pretty good here again. Well, we end up winning. Get this, 15 of 17 games during that stretch there. So as you see there, we are 20-11, and there you see I'm comparing myself to the other players on the team, within the organization, the starter for the Major League roster, and of course the AAA, and also the backup here on the well, he was the starter third baseman, but now he's going to be the backup here in on the Seawolves. So as you see there's comparisons. You guys can pause the video and go back and look at that and whatnot. But there you see we're 20-11. We're well above 500 in our quest here of trying to dominate in this league and whatnot. And there you see we're going to be playing the Akron. Get this, the Akron Rubber Ducks, yeah, who are currently 13-17. So we'll have to see what we'll do against the Rubber Ducks. We have a 3-game set here at home against them, and we'll see what Theo and whatnot can do. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Theo Bonds, I was looking at the stats. He already has 14 home runs, 29 RBIs. His slugging is well over 700, and I believe his batting average is around 370 or so. So he's doing great, especially helping out the team with 15 to 17 games. So we'll have to see what he does here as we start the month of May in this episode. So definitely, guys, come on back for another episode 8, when we play against a 3-game set against the Rubber Ducks. And I crack up about that all the time now. I see that team like Rubber Ducks. That's an awesome name for a baseball team. But we'll see what we can do against them, and we'll see if this hitting streak and this winning streak can continue on. So definitely come on back, you guys, for another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 14 Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like for the video, and definitely check out other series here on the channel. Also, you guys, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out other series here on the channel. We have tons of stuff, not just sports stuff. We also have a lot of pro wrestling stuff, and we have a lot of things coming up here in the near future. Working on a lot of other projects for the channel. So definitely support us and give us a shout out there on Twitter and on Facebook, or definitely follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Definitely check out our Tumblr page and just support us and just show us some love. But that is it for this episode. We'll see what we can do against the Rubber Ducks. And as always, you guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.